How would you like your own personalized scarf? Or to give a gift to a friend that they can't find anywhere else? Knitting is a simple craft that, if you learn, you could have endless possibilities of gifts for yourself and others. When you master knitting, you can create thousands of projects with multiple options for yarns just by starting with the basic idea of knitting. Learning how to do the basic knit stitch is the start to many options. Today we will learn how to do that stitch. You will need 2 knitting needles. The average size is about a 7 or 8, and you will need a yarn, any basic yarn, nothing too frilly or it's more difficult to knit with. Now, to start, you take one of your needles and you make a little knot, little loop, and you put that on the needle and tighten it so it's right there. That's your starting loop. Then you will continue to make more loops. Now the number you do is about the average. This is for the row. This is called a row. Make sure all your knots are in this together at the bottom of this. Now to start your knit, you're going to push the second needle through the first knot. Then you're going to take your yarn and wrap it around that second needle, and then you're going to loop it through and then slide that off the first needle. You're going to continue to do this until you get to the bottom knot. Knitting can be difficult at the beginning, but if you practice doing these stitches on and on again, it will become easier and you won't even have to look anymore. Now once you get to that bottom knot, you don't knit it like the rest of them. You actually take it off, and that will be your loose thread at the bottom. And you have your first row of knit stitches. And then you continue to do on the next row. Once you master this knit stitch, you can add different styles of stitches. There's the purl stitch, which works backwards from a knit stitch, and you can do double stitching and many other options. The more you learn, the more options you have for different types of patterns. Now you can choose from thousands of patterns, from books, online, free store tutorials, and once you've mastered knitting and those different types of patterns, you can start to create your own. You can mix up these patterns with different yarns. Many yarns come in different weight, color, and fabric. This can help you personalize different gifts and ideas. You can also add trinkets, beads, and other creative accessories that you can add to add a more unique look to your project. Handling the first type of stitch can be difficult in the beginning, but once you figure it out, you can improve by making more stitches. This can lead to more opportunities with patterns, which can then lead to ideas for personalization with different types of yarns. Master the art of knitting, and ideas for gifts for every one of your friends, coworkers, families, and anyone will be endless.